Whooped it. Bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese.
Hey bunnies, welcome to another video. For today's video, we're going to be talking about affordable girl makeup. We all know that the higher end products, the more expensive products, do usually give the more flattering looks, the more flawless looks. Usually the more money you spend on your makeup, the more luxurious you're going to look and also feel. Now, what I want to dispel is that with the cheaper makeups, you can still look flawless. It just depends on where you're getting your makeup from and the brands that you're using. So the brands do matter. The ones that I particularly want to focus on are the ones that you're going to find in your local beauty supply stores. Of course, you can go to CVS, you can go to Walgreens, you can go to all your drugstores, and I feel like I do want to touch on those stores in the future, but today I want to focus on the beauty supply store makeup and the brands you're going to find in those stores. So if you're interested, keep watching. The first thing that we're going to start with, and this is also going to help to build your makeup kit if you are a beginner makeup wearer. The first thing you're going to start with is primer. Primer is going to set the base so that when you put your foundation on or your powders on, it looks smooth and flawless and effortless and filtered throughout the day. Okay, with the primers, you're going to have options. It depends on your skin type. You're going to see some that are for minimizing pores, some that are for giving a dewier look, some that if you want to have more of a mattified look. The main company that are going to give you these options is Ruby Kisses. They do have the pore minimizing, they do have the mattifying, and they have, I believe they also have the dewy skin one. Nika K has a dewy skin primer that goes with their BB creams or BB foundations. That one is really, really good. Love that one. LA Girl, they also have a pro primer. That one is pretty good as well. Your price point is going to be between $3.99 and $6.99 when it comes to those primers. The options are endless. Just go for whichever one works best for you, and I highly recommend going into the stores. A lot of them do have testers. Trying the testers on your hand and seeing how the formula comes out and how you like it, and again, pay attention to your skin type. Okay, the next thing we're going into is foundation. Immediately after you do your primer, that's usually the next step. Not usually, because for me, I like to do brows first. I like prime and then brows, but let's jump into foundation for the sake of it. Okay, so for foundations, again, you have an endless supply of options. You could do liquid, you could do cream, you could even do powder if you prefer. A wide range. You have LA Girl, you have Ruby Kisses, and again, Nika K. Try all the testers, see which formula you prefer. The price range is going to be between $4.99, $5.99 for foundations, yeah, around that, and it can go up to $7 or $9.99 depending on the company that you go with. From foundations, you're going into concealer. Again, same companies, LA Girl, Nika K, Ruby Kisses, they all have concealers that will either highlight, that will either conceal, or you can use them as contour. Okay, for me, I love LA Girl from way back in the day when we first discovered LA Girl Pro Conceal. To this day, I'm still using LA Girl Pro Conceal, and what I love with them is their wide range of shades, so there is no way you won't find what you're looking for in the LA Girl, even if you have to mix and match to create something unique just for your skin tone. Okay, with the LA Girl concealers, you can also use them as a foundation. That is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing Beautiful Bronze all over, and then I have Fawn, which is like the universal highlight shade. Like, who came up with that rule? I do not know, but I do have Fawn as my highlight under my eyes, my nose, my forehead, and my chin, and then I blend that all out. So if you are looking to be even more affordable with it, you can do the LA Girl concealer as your foundation instead of buying both foundation and concealer. After you've applied your foundation and your concealer, we're going to jump into powders. Now for me, the powders that I like are the Ruby Kisses powders. I use the mineral, it's actually a mineral powder foundation, so it does give a good amount of coverage, and I use that to set the foundation. I use that to contour as well, because I do prefer a powder contour over a cream or a liquid. It's easier for me to control, so I go with that. If you're choosing to set your under eye highlight or wherever you added highlight to your face, I also like the Ruby Kisses loose powder in the shade Earth. I used to do a yellow powder before, but I've noticed that every time I'm either on camera or I take a picture or even just out in public in general, or I'm using Instagram or whatever, the flashback, it's way too light under my eyes. And in 2012, 2013, 2014, that was cute for its time, but right now I prefer a more neutral look, a more natural look, something that's not going to look like a cast is on my face. Okay, yeah, so I would recommend going with a powder that is closer to your base skin tone but still gives a pop, if that makes any sense to you. Again, go into the stores, try out the testers, look at everything, take your time, and build your affordable makeup kit. Next is setting sprays. Setting sprays, you have a lot of options. LA Girl, they have their Pro Setting Spray. Ruby Kisses, they have one that's all day, and they have one that's mattifying, so you have options there. Nika K, they have one that has like a gold thingy in there. When you spray it on there, your whole face looks gold. If you're looking for that type of look, there's that option. So again, go out, try the testers, see what works best for you. The setting spray is what's going to bring everything together. The primer lays the foundation, the setting spray completes the look. It makes everything look flawless. Okay, so those two are, the primer and the setting spray, are super important. You can go without it, yes, but it makes the look that much better. Okay, when it comes to brows, that one is a personal choice. I like to go with a pencil and I draw mine in, and then I conceal under and on top. I use a fawn right here under the high points of my brows at the arch, and then beautiful bronze on the top and in the inner corners here towards my nose. And that's what gives that type of look. This brow is not for everybody. Again, this brow is from like 20 whatever, and I just stuck to it. Like everybody else is doing the either the soap brows or the, what's it called, whatever. The brows are subjective. Do your brows how you want to do your brows, but for me, it's going to be a pencil, whether dark brown, black brown, or black. When it comes to lashes and mascara, again, that one is going to be very subjective. When it comes to lashes, you choose a lash that works for you. Choose a lash that's to your fullness, to your length, to your likeness. If I would recommend, if you have a smaller face, smaller eyes, go with shorter, more natural looking lashes. If you have a bigger space to work with like I do, then bigger, fuller lashes can work, but nothing too big, too full, nothing too over the top dramatic. Something that, you know, still complements your face while giving the look that you're trying to achieve. Mascara, you can get mascara starting at $1.99 and going up to, in the beauty supply store, I think the highest is going to be like $3.99, $4.99, depending on the brand. Again, LA Girl, you're gonna find for around $1.99, and then when you go to like Ruby Kisses or even Kiss Pro, like their Pro line, that's gonna be more expensive. That's why I keep mentioning Ruby Kisses, because Ruby Kisses is their sister line, and Ruby Kisses is more affordable, and you still have a wide range of options when it comes to products. For me, I like to use the Ruby Kisses mascara. It does lengthen and volumize to my desire, and I do it on both my top and bottom lashes. I do the Ruby Kisses eyeliner in black, the white one that you twist up. Love that one. It's 99 cents. That one, trust me, cannot beat the price. You cannot beat the quality for that price. It gives what it needs to give. Okay, when it comes to the tools that I use, I'm not much of a sponge girl. I'm not a fan of the beauty blenders. I know. I love my brushes. I would say, as far as brushes go, Ruby Kisses, they have a huge line of brushes. Nika K has brushes. Who else has brushes? When you go into the store, you will see, even like there are some brands that are known, not known, like off-brand brushes. Find what works best for you. Some stores might have testers where you can feel the brushes. I personally like the more kabuki type, the fuller ones. So I have one for my liquid, which is for my, that I do foundation with. I have one for powders that I set and contour and all that stuff. I have brushes, specifically the concealer brushes for sure. The spoolie brush that's going to brush out my brows when I do my pencil. Those are the most important ones. Something for the liquid, something for powder, something for contour, because I don't mix my face powder with my contour powder. If you're going to do blush, something for blush. A concealer brush, that's what's going to, you know, really get into the brow and make it look really good. As well as the spoolie brush, that's what I use to blend out the pencil so it doesn't look too harsh. So I think that's it for brushes. You want to make sure that you're cleaning your brushes. If you're wearing makeup every day like I am, you want to make sure that you're cleaning your brushes often. I'm not the best at doing that, so right now I'm washing my brushes like once a month. I know. Then again, I do have a bunch of brushes. If I don't feel like washing one, I'll just grab a new one, and that is just how it is. I'm a very lazy girl, okay? Okay, and that is about it. That I think I've covered everything. Primer, brows, foundation, concealers, powders, contours, brushes, pencils, setting sprays. I feel like if you're choosing to do blush, that's completely optional. I'm not much of a blush girl, but if I do prefer like the darker tones. I feel like the bright, like the neon pinks and stuff, they're gorgeous, 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 gorgeous looks. And they, you know, do what needs to be done when the time is needed. But for me, if I'm doing it like an everyday makeup look, this is pretty much what it is. If I'm going out at night, I'll throw on some highlights, you know, some, yeah, at the top right there. Maybe do some blush, but that is it. I have now, I want to say, perfected what my signature look is, which is this right here. I do prefer a more nude, natural lip to something more red or pink, which if you asked me 10 years ago, it would have been completely different. But here we are. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you want to ask something that you're too embarrassed to ask in the comment section, reach out to me on Instagram. Usually I would say email me, but Instagram is literally the best way to reach me. My Instagram is at Kissyface, KISSYFVCE. DM me, I respond to all DMs. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye.